On the weekend, they sent me a message and they're like, we've got an emergency. We got to make these hats in a week. It's very uncommon for us to be making hats in a week.
Need to control the quality.
Super tight schedule, but let's see how the team go. I was just chilling out, sitting on the couch. I think it was like Sunday or something like that. I looked at my phone and it was ringing. I don't currently manage like our business page, our social media pages. I have a team that would manage those, but I just seen this call coming through. I still get notifications, and it was Sunreef Yachts. A lot of you may not know who they are, but I particularly am like so pumped about super yachts and catamarans and multi-hull yachts and technology and where it's at the moment. I watch yachts every Sunday with my family, so I'm super eager, super keen on it. They sent me a message and they're like, we've got an emergency. We've got an event in 1 week's time. Our head office is based in Singapore and their event's in Singapore, so that's why they reached out to us. So I've got 1 week to make all of the hats, all of the hoodies, and all of the totes, and then get it over to Singapore before Saturday. Anyone who does manufacturing or has brands and things like that, you'd know that 1 week to fully custom make something from scratch in 1 week and have it delivered is outrageous. It doesn't happen. But anyway, I was like, I love this brand. I love Sunreef Yachts. I'm a bit starstruck, to be honest. I go, it'd be fun. I'm not sure how we go, but I'd love to take you on a journey and show you through the factory and see if we can succeed. So I've got Helen with us. She's from our sales team, and she's currently dealing with Sunreef. And so we'll just take a little bit of a look at what she's got, what information she's got, and how we put it all together before we send the hat off for production.
Basically, we start by finding a shape that matches the client needs. Then we select the fabric. As you can see, this is a custom request based on the client inspiration. We choose this navy because it's the perfect match for their vision. Now I'm just working on the design details.
Yeah, so we've got some 100% cotton twill that we're going to use for this hat. Send these hats off down for embroidery. You know, we got to make these hats in a week. It's very uncommon for us to be making hats in a week.
Very urgently.
Yeah.
We need to control the quality.
Yeah.
It's very challenging, but I think we can own that.
Yeah. You reckon we're going to get there?
Yeah, sure.
No problem. Anyway, let's go down to production and see where they're at with it. So we're off to the factory right now. We're going to go check on Baller Headwear and make sure that the hats are going through the production line okay. You might be asking, why am I riding a little e-bike to the factory? We actually have multiple facilities in the same industrial zone. And the reason we're in multiple facilities is we're growing super fast. So we have our offices and factory over where we are, and we've also got a factory, 6,400 square meters. So it's part of the pains of growing fast, but we've got a solution. And the great thing about the e-bikes is we can ride them all the way through the factory, and it's quite a fun part of the day. I can't go faster. You guys are faster. Am I too fat? So we're currently down at probably one of my favorite parts of the factory. I think when visitors come, it's always their most favorite part as well. So it's just the embroidery room. So I'm just going to show you what we've been working on already, and you can see how the machine works. So first of all, they'll get a design, so like someone's logo, and then what they'll do on the computer is they'll digitize it. So they'll put it in and do a little map of how the stitches will go. Then we'll load it into the computer screen. Come have a look here. And this screen here will tell you where it's going to embroider. And then if you can see here, come in nice and close, you can see it's stitching the lettering. Thousands of tiny little needle holes, heaps of thread. But yeah, this is one of the most exciting parts of the factory. And so far, we're good. We're on track. It looks like we're going to make the date. Yeah, and I look forward to showing you through the sewing line. So as soon as these hat panels are have finished embroidering. We're going to take them over to the sewing lines, stitch them up, and then hopefully you get to see a finished hat on time. So I am here on the production floor at Yoke, and we've come down to check out the process of the hoodies. Yoke's also making the totes. It's currently Thursday morning, so I'm due to fly out Friday morning. So we've only got really like today to make them. Got to be all packaged up, QC'd, boxed, and ready for me to take over to Singapore for the boat show. Yeah, so I've just come down to inspect the lines. Most of the semi parts have already been assembled, and now is the assembly stage. So the team's just going through and checking them out. Currently, I'll show you where we're at. We're just putting the hood on at the moment, and then all that we've got left is to put on the cuffs on the sleeve and also on the hem. So it's pretty good. But I look forward to showing you the final piece. That'll be pretty good, and it's looking like we're going to meet our deadline, which is pretty crazy. In a normal manufacturing process is that the technical team would get a design, a sample that's been developed, and then we would run it through as a pilot sample through a production line to see if the result can match. Due to not having much time, we can't really have that here because we've only got 1 week to produce this item, so less than a week really. So what we've done is we're putting it through the production line as we're going, and we're problem solving when things come up. So you can see the hats are going into the production line here. We've got the technical team just ensuring and making sure that the end product's going to come out really amazing. And then each step it goes through, you can see they're also checking up here just to make sure the hats come through nice and smooth. We do have some progress I'd love to show you. The rear of the hat, the back panels have been sewn together already, and they're getting ready for assembly further up the line. You can also see the front of the hats have been assembled. Come out really nice. Some 3D printing and some 3D embroidery. It's come out really nice. We actually produce a lot of hats and very quickly, so the actual production time on these hats would be less than an hour. I personally won't be here for the whole process, but it's cool to see so much of the team are around making sure that the hats go through. We make it on time and it's a quality product at the end of the day. Friday morning, it's about 8 a.m. and the good news is that we made it. You can see all the stuff's all packed up there. There's 4 suitcases. I'm bringing my family this time on the trip, and we didn't bring any bags ourselves. So we just used all the baggage to bring the shipment through, and we'll just buy some clothes while we're in Singapore. The team did an amazing job. They got it all done. I think they finished packing at like 10 p.m. last night. So that I could make my flight this morning. So big thank you to all my team and making it happen, and look forward to getting these packages over to Singapore for the team. We've landed in Singapore. We've made it on time, which is great news. It's now Saturday afternoon, and I'm in a grab heading off over to the marina for the boat show and getting ready to drop the packages off. We've got 4 suitcases in the back full of the hats and hoodies and everything that you've seen. And look forward to handing them over, and I think it's a successful mission. Made it! So we're down here at the marina at Singapore. I've just delivered all the merchandise for their boat show. They've managed to get me a little tour on a 60-foot multi-hull catamaran, the different boats on display, super hot, mega hot in Singapore, always very humid. I'm kind of regretting the long shirt, but super relieved at the end of the day to have completed the mission and got all of the merchandise here on time. But that's a wrap, I think.